Why does helping a loved one feel so frustrating sometimes? When needs go unmet, the emotional toll spreads beyond the helpless person, draining the helper. Why? Because the helpless person seeks action, not understanding, making it nearly impossible to provide the emotional connection truly that they need. This makes genuine connection difficult as their deeper vulnerabilities remain hidden, leaving both parties feeling unfulfilled and disconnected. The tension grows as the helper's emotional investment begins to clash with their inability to resolve the situation. For instance, you cannot help your teenage daughter be more reasonable and stop dating her abusive boyfriend, nor can you stop your spouse from binge watching football and drinking all weekend. These are just a few examples of this dynamic, but let's explore more closely another way this presents itself in everyday life. Consider, for example, a devoted mother who welcomes her grown adult child into her home after a setback. Perhaps they failed at work, or they're struggling with a personal crisis. Despite her best effort, the helper's support seems to have no effect, and the helpless person remains entrenched in their emotional state. When the helper's efforts fail, it's not just about failing to wake up or reach the helpless person. It's also about the helper failing to live up to their own image of themselves as successful, capable caregivers, like the supermom or superdad, for instance. The frustration of not being able to fix the situation shatters the helper's sense of effectiveness and begins to erode their self-image as someone who's competent and nurturing. Yes, I am suggesting, perhaps uncomfortably, that even the helper experiences a narcissistic injury, becoming enmeshed in the dynamic as their self-esteem becomes linked to the perceived ability to rescue or restore the other person. This entanglement often perpetuates, this is the cycle, as the helper unconsciously seeks validation through their efforts to fix someone who may not be responding to their efforts. If you want to learn more about these dynamics of helplessness and narcissistic injury and how to break this painful cycle, be sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next video. For an even deeper dive, check out my podcast where I unpack these patterns in far greater detail.